And then the one shore, of course, that we picked to go to was completely filled with like super sharp rocks. And so as we were getting off, we were like cutting our feet. It was miserable. My dad had to go over to get all the way to the back of the car to get the pump, and we refilled it because there was a hole in it. And oh my gosh. And then we had to sit there for like literally 10 minutes. We had unscrewed the thing to get the water to drain out. It was a horrendous.
We're watching olives unfold in the background.
Yeah, they're just dying laughing. And then my dad has to like push the kayak, scraping his feet to get out, and we go through, and we finally make it back out, and we're like, oh my gosh, that was a disaster, right? And so we're like, okay, it's getting pretty late, we should probably start heading back. And then as we're going back, we notice I push the side of, like I try to rest my arm on the side of the kayak, and I just sink into it, because it's getting completely flat. And we're like, we have to make another stop. So we have to go to a separate thing, and as we're going, the waves are like pushing us in, we pack, we have to re-inflate the thing. This time we kept the pump with us because we figured it would get flat again. And then it was a complete disaster. And then as we were trying to get back out, the waves just kept knocking us back in over and over again. And my dad like gets in the water and tries to push it, and a wave splashes into the kayak and just like completely knocks him in the head and like underneath the water. And it was like, oh my gosh, it was a complete disaster. It took us like 20 minutes just to get back out into the sea because the waves kept pushing us back.
Oh my gosh, and we finally got back to our car, and the car wouldn't start.
The car wouldn't start, so we like had to jump start with the car with cables.
Yeah, so Auntie Jen's car wouldn't start, but her trunk wouldn't open without like it turning on, like, without the car being on, because it's so freaking like electric or whatever.
Yeah.
So we couldn't get in the trunk, and we're like completely covered, like the things that we needed, like. Oh my god.
So did we get jumper cables? We had some. We hooked up our stepmom's car to my aunt's car to jump it, and then as we were coming back, that's a whole ordeal. And then we go back home and we have dinner, right? This is all the same day. This is all the same day. Getting buried in the giant wave, getting washed ashore.
Is this like Friday the 13th?
Yeah, it was literally a complete disaster.
Truly.
So then we go back and we're having a barbecue, right? Or like we're putting something on the barbecue outside, and then we
burgers or hot dogs, whatever.
Yeah, we finish up. We eat dinner. Everything's fine. And then I go to my room. Kate goes to her room. Nothing happens. Like we're just chilling in our room, and then. But my aunt just hears like a little like cracking sound. She was like a cracking, and she thought
like when a fireplace is like starting to burn out. Like,
fireplace. Anyway, my aunt thought I was playing with bubble wrap. She was like popping, and she's like, "Wow, Grant's really into that bubble wrap," because I've been going at it for minutes. And I was like, "Yeah." And then she's like, "Huh?" And she looks outside and just sees a wall of flame on the fence, like by the grill. It was like it's a complete disaster. We're in our we don't see a thing. And they call 911.
I smell smoke like in my room. It's like weird. I don't go out in my room or anything.
Fire trucks come in. They call 911. The fire trucks come in, put out the fire, and me and Kate don't hear a thing. Literally, fire trucks come in. The firemen come into our house and put out the fire, and we're completely oblivious.
My window is directly facing the street and like the front door. Like you can see everything from my bedroom window. And my blinds were closed, but you can still usually see light from out there. Yeah. And apparently, I didn't notice
no lights, no nothing. That was all in the same day.
All the same day. Yeah.
That was Father's Day.
And then we come out and we're like, and I'm just like, what happened? They're saying like, yeah, like a fire just happened.
I thought they were joking.
And
yeah.
I truly genuinely did believe them for like 20 minutes until like we actually went out and it was like.
There was charred. Like.
The fence was out.
It was straight out of a comedy movie.
None of this happened. Like that was
the biggest wave we've seen. We completely we were our kayak was filled to the brim with stuff, and we were sitting on inflatable chairs that were like velcroed to the kayak, and we get completely submerged, and we like wake up out of like I don't even know what. I just completely dunked. And we come out, and the kayak is completely full. Every single thing in the kayak, except for me and my dad, is just scattered out in the ocean. Like, we just see, like, fields of debris.
Wait, where were you guys then?
They were just out in the back, just, like, watching this.
Oh.
Because we didn't need to go back to shore to fill up our kayak, because we were fine. But, like,
ours had a hole in it.
Before any of this, you guys got in your kayak the wrong way.
So it was backwards, so when we tried to steal it, it would go the other way. Yeah.
It would not go straight.
That's it was the worst possible. Like that was, it was like planes, trains, and automobiles. Like, yeah, it's literally.
It actually seems like it's something that would be in one of these.
Yeah, it's like
It was exactly like one of these movies. Oh my god.
And I was literally like when
Pure
we
comedy
made it,
show.
I was dying laughing. Like I almost passed out. I was laughing
Oh my
so
God.
like this is a
And
movie.
we were watching
Like,
all of this, like, I had no idea what they were, like, we just were watching it from the distance and dying laughing, and then they came back and told us the whole story. It was just freaking hilarious. Oh my
oh
god.
my gosh.